What I've learned in this moment is that I'm stronger than I think. What I've learned in this moment is God is truly turning my pain into power. And I'm going to use that power. And what I want to say to those that came to spectate, because I'm not mad, because it's the truth. I know some of you came here because you wanted to see if it was really real. Yep, it's real. I know some of you came to see your favorite person. I hope you saw them and said hello. I know some of you came because you are in the habit of just being in the know, to just say you were here. What I realized in this moment is that some of you don't have any individuality. What you have is just a title. What are you doing with your name? One thing Kevin Lemons always taught us is that, babe, all you have is your name. Did he do everything right? No. But if he did something wrong, he had a conscience. And that's the problem with the saints of God today. We have no conscience. I didn't stand here to throw off or go off, and I definitely don't want you to think that way. However, what I will say is if my husband was standing in these shoes, he would say the same. I have questions. So I leave you with this. Drop the title. We don't care about your title. Because some titles God didn't give you. They were self-appointed. You paid for them. You didn't serve or work for them. And because the person you were submitted to wanted you to work and teach you how to serve, you couldn't stay in the fire long enough, so you went to somebody else that would just give you one just to have it. Kevin never wanted to be an artist. Kevin wanted to just do music. He wanted to love people. He wanted to make sure people felt good. He wanted to make sure that they always had what they needed. And then when he stepped over and realized the call upon his life, although Kevin didn't have a physical church, he had a church. Thank you to Pastors Tico and Ellington Porter in the Genesis Church for seeing enough in my husband to ordain him in the gospel. I realize that there are several people that are threatened or were threatened by the anointing and the power that my husband possessed. I realize that even as we stand in this room, there are some of you that are threatened by each other. Drop it. At the end of the day, we have a job to do, and that job is to serve. That job is to make sure that we draw people to Christ, not run them away. Our job is to love. That is our job. And I'm concerned because Kevin and I had a saying, more than anything else, we need to be concerned with how we treat God's people. Treat God's people with care. Because at the end of the day, just as my husband lays here, yes, he was an icon. Yes, he was. He will be a legend. Yes, he is. He has shifted gospel music. Yes, he did. But all of us, I'm learning in this moment, I was very afraid of death. Very afraid of it. And so much so to where I said, if something happened to me, I was like, just cremate me because I'm claustrophobic. Don't put me in a box. Don't put me in the ground. And Kevin was like, no, we're not going to do that. And my friend was like, no, I'm not going to do that. And I was very terrified of this. But my husband's smile brings me so much peace. And I know I'm going to be okay. Dad, we're going to be okay. CJ, we're going to be okay.